What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Now, we have one more match left during this USA tour before I think we can really get things going and continued on with the second half of the Mercado. But there's some interesting pieces and names that we have to discuss that Juve could potentially be trying to land before the start of the new season. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro, and today it is Thursday, July 28th, 2022, and of course I got your latest rundown. This is the rundown where we talk about each and all the news you care about each and every day, get you in and out and about your day. Before we do anything though, do me a favor. Please do me a favor right now. Go in there and smash that like button. Hit the like button, give us a thumbs up for the video. It definitely helps our channel to continue to grow and helps bring in and keep us in good favor with the algo gods, with the algorithm there. So if you can do that right now, then go ahead. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, what are you doing? Join the channel, join the community we have here of Juventus fans, but not only Juventus fans, but overall football and community, talking about Juventus football, talking about City, all the stuff we care about each and every day. Also, make sure you hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Now, let's just kind of get into it. Very first off, the first thing we need to talk about, though, is can we talk about the left back position? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how horrendous Sandro has been the very first two matches of it's preseason. Of the preseason, he has not looked any better, and he looks like a guy who needs to be shipped out right now. Literally, those two goals, literally the two goals that you got Dembele over there doing his sleeping little celebration were thanks to him. We're served on a platter thanks to Sandro. So let's talk about some substitutions, or what I mean are replacements when it comes to Sandro. Well, Tudo Sports reporting that Juve are showing interest in Rom now. Finally, right? The fullback joins Udogie and Emerson on the list of options, but only if Sandro can be moved on. Tudo Sports reported this. I'll be honest. Here's my take, and I understand this is me spending money that's not mine, right? This is me spending Juve's money, but right now, if I'm Juventus, if I'm the management, if I'm Arriva Bene, if I'm Cherubini, yada, 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 whoever it is, if I'm sitting there right now and I'm looking at the way this team performed, it's not any better. And I'm looking at Sandro, and I'm just purely disgusted by him. You have one more season, I believe. Next summer, Mercado, he can leave for free. So you're going to have to, probably shell out that money regardless. If you can do what you did to Aaron Ramsey and try to push him out for maybe a little bit of a pay cut, that way you can go ahead and get somebody in, I'd do that. If not, I'd be honest, I would be willing to sit here and say, bite the bullet, rip the Band-Aid off right now, and pay the full amount, get him the hell out of here, and just tell him to be done. Terminate the contract. That way you can make room for another player. And I understand it's not my finances. It's not my financial situation. Do I have 7 million euros just sitting around to go ahead and bail him out? No, I don't think so. But if you're Juventus and you care about winning, you care about records, you care about trophies, you care about all that, things that make and bring money in, this is the time to do it. Spend the money to get a guy like Rom, who the German left back is a baller. I like him. He's a very, very good option that Juventus could go get at the left back position. And of course, the guy who I really, really like as well is Udogie there. I will posit this question to you now. Would you even be willing to take Emerson Palmieri? I'll be honest. I don't think Emerson Palmieri is any, if much better than the options we already have. So I personally would still keep him off the table. But at this point, I think just seeing enough of Sandro, I'm not trying to buy in. I'm not going to buy in to a fake, a player that's not good enough. Let's be honest. Luca Pellegrini, another guy. Let's talk about him real quick. I like what I see. When I say I like what I see, I like the hustle. I like the fire he brings. The boy put on some muscle. The guy went out there and worked. But at the same time, he's still not good enough. If we can get Sandro out, that's the most important aspect. Luca Pellegrini, I'd be okay with him being a backup. But definitely, we need to get somebody in. Juve needs somebody in right now. And I think if you go through this Mercado, and listen to me, I even said it. I said it on a live. I'll say it again. I want my boy Zaniolo. I want to see Zaniolo wearing the black and white. I would be willing to bend the knee and say no Zaniolo if it means that we're getting either Udogie or Rom this Mercado. You heard it from me here first, right? All right. Let's continue on, though. Let's see what ever happens there. Is it a fantasy that we'll get a left back this Mercado? Maybe. Let's talk about the midfield, though. With Paul Pogba's injury, we've got a lot of solutions we need to find and Juve need to work on here in this Mercato. Gazzetta dello Sport are reporting that Juve will accelerate for a new signing in the midfield where Paredes is the first name on the list, even if PSG must lower their demands. As for internal solutions, Rabiot and McKinney will be taken off the market and Rovella might stay. You know how I feel about Paredes. I'm not a fan. I'm not on the Julian Paredes propaganda bandwagon. It's just not me. McKinney, I think, should stay regardless, if I'm being honest. I think McKinney should stay unless you can get I don't want to say massive, but a very good sum of money offered for him, and that you can go and pursue somebody else, somebody better than Paredes. Okay. Rabiot, I don't get that one. You don't need to stay. I tried to hold it in. It didn't work. I don't understand that. I understand that Paul Pogba, injury, you're going to need another body. You can get a much better player than what Adrien Rabiot brings into the club. Especially when you look at what you lost with losing Paul Pogba. A guy who's going to create, a guy who's going to do things, a guy who's going to be offensively minded, who's going to be able to attack. You know who you're, Regista. You know what you're not getting? Rabiot. Rabiot does not do any of those things well. He's a defensive guy. Every time you get into the final third of the pitch, he runs away scared. Every single time, or he skies it. I don't get it. I'm done with Rabiot. I don't know how much more done I can be. How much more screaming and yelling I can give when it comes to Adrien Rabiot. Don't need him. Rovella would be a guy that I'd be open to seeing him stay. There you go. There's some positivity from me there. Rovella is a guy who I liked what I saw. Was he perfect? No. But I thought he was pretty good in when he was playing. And I think there's a lot of people over here trying to overhype it or oversell Nicolo Rovella right now. He's good. He was very good. He was good. He was fine. Was he like, that's the guy, like throw away all the other options for Regista? That's the guy we need? No, he's not there yet. Just give it time. Like I said, guys, quit lowering the bar. Just because we've seen a midfield that's been horrendous and we've just worked with such, blanket bleep pieces. I'm cussing. I'm bleeping instead of cussing. Just because what we've had out there has been so bad doesn't mean you need to move the bar for Juventus. So the Juventus bar should still be up here. We should still strive to be better. Doesn't mean you need to move and set it down here just so you can get a guy who's okay, who's good even. It's got to be great. All right, let's continue on. Now let's talk about the attack and some of the different players Juventus are looking at. I know yesterday Romeo Agresti came out and said some comments, basically said all these names you may be hearing, maybe a bit of nonsense. There are like 3 names out there that are for sure definitely going to be options that Juventus could look at, but which ones are the real ones? Well, Corriere dello Sport, and like I said, I know I said that in the source that we have coming out here, Corriere dello Sport is reporting that Martial and DEPAY were offered to Juventus. I know about Martial being an option. DEPAY, that's a new one. I don't know. I don't know full confirmation if he really is offered. I do like Memphis DEPAY. I think he's a good player. I think he's a solid option. If Juventus would want to add him to their roster, but it's something that we'll have to see if that continues to develop. Now, let's go back to the name that we do know, and I think the names that were floated out there were basically saying something along the lines of FIRMINO, Timo Werner, and then Martial. Well, let's talk about Timo Werner, who Corriere dello Sport also, again, Corriere dello Sport, is reporting saying that Chelsea are open to letting Timo Werner go on loan with an option to buy a formula liked by Juventus. So we will continue to monitor this and see which one appears to pull ahead in this 3-horse race, if you will. Right now, I think a lot of it seemed that FIRMINO would have been up there, but we have some late breaking, updating news that maybe will take that one a little bit farther back in the race or completely out of it, if we're being honest. Timo Werner, guys, we keep paying attention to. We've also had a lot of Chelsea fans come here on the channel to talk about Timo Werner to try to push that one to Juventus. So they seem like us when we're talking about Rabiot or when we're talking about, all the other players that we talk about, everybody in the midfield, basically. So something to keep an eye on there. Okay. And let's talk about the last one, which is, of course, Roberto Bobby Firmino. Well, Corriere dello Sport also has the update saying that Liverpool have rejected Juve's offer of 22.5 million euros for that of Firmino. And I think what they mean is not only it's just that they've rejected the offer for the money, I think it's they just rejected the offer, period. I believe it was Jurgen Klopp who said something along the lines of he's an important part of our team, and we plan to have him leading the attack or doing some sort of has some sort of role in Liverpool's attack. This is not a Liverpool channel. I don't follow everything about them and how they work, but I do know that there was some reporting there just saying that he basically put the kibosh on it and said that Firmino will stay with Liverpool for the upcoming season. So they may have dashed some dreams and hopes there when it comes to the Mercado, who they'll add, but that's where it stays right now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you agree when it comes to the idea of Rom or potentially Udogie? Would you even come around on Emerson Palmieri? I feel like I know most of the responses to that one, but I'd like to hear confirmation to see if somebody would be that desperate right now. And then what do you think about the midfield selection? Do you think about Weston McKennie, Rovella, and Rabiot? Which one should go? Which one should stay? As well as the attack. Let me know your thoughts and opinions there. And just a reminder, make sure you go and make sure you're subscribed to the channel first, okay? Subscribe to the channel because you want to make sure you are entered to win the official home Juventus Paul Pogba shirt. We will be giving it away here on the channel in the next few days. August 1st, 2022. We'll be giving away a number 10 Paul Pogba shirt. What do you have to do to be entered to win? Well, you have to do 3 easy steps. First off, subscribe to the channel like I just said. Then go on over to Twitter. Go to our Twitter account at Bianconeri Zone. Make sure you look at the very top of it. You will see the pinned tweet of the Paul Pogba giveaway shirt. Make sure you go on there, tag a friend in a response there, and then retweet that post, and you will be entered to win the Paul Pogba shirt. Like I said, we're giving away August 1st. Another thing to keep in mind on the channel is that we do have memberships. All of our members, you'll see them in the chats and our daily streams and all the stuff that we do here. You get that for some really, really cheap options there. The very lowest option is $2.25. These are all USD, so do the math. I think right now the US dollar and the euros are very similar, so it's not a big disparity between those two, but depending on where you may be, it may be a totally different currency. For the Bianconeri Zone Lounge level, which is the mid-tier, it's $3.40 a month, and then the premium level is $5 a month. All of them still fairly cheap and basically more affordable and cheaper than a cup of coffee you get at your overpriced coffee chain. Let's just go ahead and just look at the premium level. That's the highest level. You get everything with it. You get the loyalty badges, you get the emojis, you get the monthly wallpaper, and you get the Discord members chat, which is a lot of fun and one of the biggest reasons for joining the member squad. But then at the very bottom, the most important for this month, especially for the next few days, is that giveaway priority that you will get when you sign up to become a member. You get 5 times the opportunity to win the Paul Pogba shirt, while everybody else will be stuck with just that one chance. So make sure you consider doing that today. You can even do it the day before, and you'll be entered 5 times the opportunity to win. So make sure you do that. Now, if you haven't already, like I said, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. You can follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.